Hey, welcome back. I want to take a look at something that's a little different for me. This time it'd be like a figure customization thing. Really easy mod that you can do yourself for these Xesray combatants, specifically the Roman figures, to get a little bit more articulation out of their legs, a little bit more range out of them. It's just a modification to kind of the skirt piece. I promise you probably have the tools to do it. It should only take you maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes. All right, here we have our brand new donor figure. Let's pop them open and see what we're talking about. All right, we have our new donor figure here. All these Romans are more or less the same. The skirt designs are a little bit different here and there, but about the same. I really liked these figures when I got them. They were my first Xesray combatants and kind of got me started down the line that I found is an expensive line to be into, is going backward in the combatants and trying to pick some of those up. So I have gone back and got some, much to my dismay. Looking forward to new ones as they come out so I can get them at retail. Nonetheless, these Roman ones are super cool. The one thing I do not like is their articulation in the legs because of this skirt piece. You can't really get a splits out. You can't really get any kind of dynamic, sitting, crouching, holding a shield, holding the line kind of pose just because of this skirt. So what we're going to do today is take one of these guys, which I'm thinking you may have handy or something similar to it, maybe a sharp box cutter, something like that. We're going to find these seams here in the skirt. There's a couple of them around. We're just going to gently trace over those with the knife until we can cut them apart. And then our optional step will be painting a little touch-up paint on there, and we'll be done. Now you can do this while leaving the figure together. That's how I did my other one here. For this, I'm going to make it a little easier on myself. I'm going to pop them apart at the waist. There's just a simple ball joint up in here, and you'll be able to get them apart with a little pop right there. That's what we're looking for. Now we can slide the skirt piece off. See his little Spartan-looking legs here. See, this is the flexibility I'm trying to get out of these. I mean, once you get to this point, you realize these legs got a lot of mobility in them and can get you some really cool poses that you're not able to get with that skirt. See if I can focus here. So yeah, I'm just going to take this and just kind of do a couple soft passes here to kind of score that rubber. And you can see it starts to come apart pretty easily. This is not tough plastic or anything like that. It's kind of a soft rubbery material. Just want to do your best to try to get it in a clean line so that it doesn't look too shredded when you're done. So that one came apart pretty clean. The line's pretty clean. And we're just going to repeat that around. Same here, I made a couple scoring passes. I think this is my third pass here. And we get that split. All right, pretty clean pass number 2. All right, and there we have it all the way around. There should be four flaps to cut. And you should have something like that when you're done. Now we have the optional step of kind of covering up this gray. What I have is these acrylic paints. Basically any acrylic paint you have should be fine. This, if there's a Hobby Lobbies are near me, this is where I get this stuff. Vallejo, this is the flat red. It looks a little bright, but it's what I used on this one, and it looks pretty sharp when it's done. So I just thinned this paint a little bit, and then I'm just gonna, this really doesn't take a whole lot of painting skill here. And then if you get some on the red, simply just rubbing it like this will do a really good job of just cleaning that off. I had never thought about painting figures or customizing them or anything like that. It was actually after I got into Mythic Legions, that whole community kind of helped encourage me and, gave me some help getting started in customizing, painting figs. And now it's one of the things I like most about, more specifically Mythic Legions, but also some other lines as well. I enjoy kind of touching them up, doing a little bit of weathering, maybe a full repaint, something like that. And once you're done, what I did is just put it back on the torso here and spread the legs out a little bit just to give a little gap between those lines. Let it air dry. Should be good to go within a few minutes. I didn't top coat mine. I guess I probably should to really protect the paint, but it's not a high wear area. Something you might be able to do too is like a red Sharpie, something like that. I didn't try that, but if you don't have access to acrylic paints or something, I think you can touch that up. And if not, it'd just be a little gray seam in there. Not really a big deal for what you get. So now we're just going to pop them back together. You don't have to use heat, it just makes it a little easier. So I'm going to heat them up and pop them back. All right, now that we've got them back, we can test them out. Now we can see that, the amount of articulation we get out of the legs is, there's zero comparison anymore. He's almost like Jean-Claude Van Damme right here. No profanity on this channel. So we can get some good side kicks, some really good You get some good front kicks out of him. Just a lot more options. I'll get him a couple poses here real quick. So yeah, here's a great pose for him. I like these guys side by side, kind of holding that shield wall, and you can really get into some good dynamic poses now with this modification. Looks excellent. We get a couple of these sitting on the shelf, fighting somebody or holding the line. This is definitely not a review video for these figures, but I do highly recommend them. Right now you can get these at retail. I got this last one for less than 40 bucks shipped from 5K Toys. Right now you can get all three of those shipped to you for like right at 100 bucks or just over 100 bucks. When I say the three of them, I mean the three different Roman variants. And if you look at any of the Xesrays in the past that are out of retail right now, I mean, they're mostly $100 figures, if not more. So yeah, pick one of these up, do a simple mod, get encouraged, have confidence, start modifying your figures, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.